All right, welcome back, fellow tubers. If you're new here, thanks for stopping in. This is just going to be a real short video on how I used our whole vacuum system that we didn't use at all to create some dust collection for my shop. So nothing extravagant. This is just part one of eventual better dust collection. But for now, I needed to get something set up. This jointer and this table saw throw off a significant amount of dust, and then my planer when I put it up here. So, this bench is going to get replaced over time. So this is just a real quick setup. And you can see right here, it goes down the wall and goes right into that closet where the vacuum was already here when we bought the house. So let's jump into it and I'll show you how I did it. Okay, so here's the whole home vacuum that I was talking about that I'm going to use for this. I've already, just ran my little hose in there into the extra port just to see how it would work. And it definitely... It's got some pretty good suction. It's designed for an entire house to pull across, all these walls and stuff. So it's got enough to pull, and I think that looks like about 7 or 8 gallon thing, so that's plenty enough. And then right there, that's just a 1.5 inch little shop vac tube that I have, but I already measured that, and that's 2.5 inches. So what I'm basically going to do is cut that off up there. I'm going to run my flex tubing up there, go through that wall, and come out right there, and then just follow the ceiling all the way over to where my work area is. And then I'm gonna have some drop down tubing to accommodate these tools in this thing, and then I'm gonna shoot over with some tubing that goes down and accommodates that and this piece of junk that I need to get rid of. So let's go ahead and get started. I was having trouble removing this, so I just decided to cut it. So I cut it off right here, and I'm gonna just put this on the side for if we ever decide to use this for the actual house, which I doubt we will, or if we ever sell a house, I'll probably just hook this back up. So basically just get a piece and connect those back and put it back in. So for now, it's out the way, and we're gonna put our normal tube in here. For now, that's going to work. I'm going to eventually tighten this down, but I just wanted to test it. So now I'm going to drill the hole through the ceiling and install my plastic tubing that I'm about to show you. So let's get that done. What I was talking about, this is going to go through the wall and be bolted to the wall and follow all the way and go all the way over there. It's a PowerTech 2.5 inch clear pipe. So I got 5 of these. 15 feet of it would be plenty enough to do what I need to do. So my original plan was to go through very close to the top, but there ended up being a big header across that entire door, higher than I thought it would be. So I went through at the bottom, and I just used a piece of flex tubing to connect to the pipes at the top. And I'll put some links in the description to this tubing and this flex tubing that I'm using. All right, sorry about that. My camera died when I was filming this last little leg, but you can see I did get what I wanted to get done, at least for this first part. This is just very basic dust collection, so I'll walk you through it real quick. So I got this piece right here, and I just taped that off for now because eventually I'm going to come off with another one of those pipes and start to make my way over to my chop saw. But for now, I have this piece that goes down, and I'll show you what I'll do with that in a second. Basically, it's going to service this area. It actually reaches all the way over to here as well. But I need to order some more parts and, really decide what I want to do. I am going to rebuild this bench. I'm building a completely different bench. So I'm not going to mount too much stuff on here. So I'll show you how I'm going to, how this is going to work for me. So again, it runs in here. It comes through right there and connects. And then this is an outlet that's just connected to my Amazon, so I could just, say, Alexa, turn on the shop vacuum. So let me show you how it works out, and I'm gonna set up my tripod and then show you. All right, as I said, I can, this will reach both of these tools, which generate the most dust. And then when I plane something, I just put my planer up here, and then I'm gonna connect that to that. So for now, it works pretty good. This thing has some massive suction from a whole house vacuum. I mean, it pulls some serious air. So I just put this together. Now these fit perfectly on the end of my 2.5 inch ports for those two saws. But I got to create something to basically put a handle on this and do this, because this is obviously not going to work. But I'll go ahead and show you how this connects, and then I'll run a couple pieces of wood through that and you'll see. I'll run it through first without the dust collection to show you the difference. Now let's put the dust collection on, and just put it on there. It doesn't fit perfect, but that's okay. It's got some serious suction, so for now it's good. So this is just, again, temporary dust collection. Much better than before. Alexa, turn on the shop vacuum. Yeah, so as you can see, it basically pulls everything out of there. So that works out pretty good. And then I'll show you from my table saw real quick. And as I said, for the table saw, it's the same thing. Basically just gonna bring this over here and do that whenever I'm ready. So I'm gonna finish all this, and once I build my new workbench, I'm gonna have this pipe basically go down into the workbench. Then I'll have everything connected where I can run the gates back and forth. But for now, this works. I'm not gonna go ahead and run that. But it definitely works much, much, much better than before. And even I tried one of those little, the top of the bucket dust collections, that would fill up almost immediately. That thing even burned out from all the dust. So this is gonna work a lot better. I did end up getting one of these Power Tech kits. That's how I got a lot of these parts. And it has all these additional dust flow. But I'm gonna put all that, like I said, I'm gonna put all that when I build this brand new bench. And I didn't have enough material to go over to the miter saw right now, but I got some more to order and I'll do that. I'm not going to film that. The concept is the same. I just want to put together a super short video to show you how you could repurpose a whole home vac if you don't use that. We certainly don't, had no use for it, and this is working out really well because it pulls some serious air through here. And I'm going to build a little handle for this eventually. The intention is for this pipe to run down and connect into something, but also I'll be able to pull that off and just dust around here. So I got to find some parts that fit in this, but for now this will work. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this works for you.